Satyam Shivam Sundaram, right?
Yes, sir.
So what inspired your parents to keep your name?
Uh, Sir, actually, I was beautiful as a child. So first they named me Sundaram, that stands for beautiful. So after that, my aunt suggested that to keep the full name like Satyam Shivam Sundaram. So from there onwards, I was named Satyam Shivam Sundaram.
Okay. So Allahabad became Prayagraj. Do you agree with that?
Sorry, sir.
Allahabad became Prayagraj.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So do you agree with this name change thing?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Sir, because it has historically been called Prayag because of the confluence of two rivers, and it has been declared as Tirthraj by Lord Brahma. So it has its historical significance in that way. So it is called Prayagraj. Also, sir, it concentrates all the historical things that have been happening in the Prayagraj region since Vedic times. So I think the name is justified.
Okay. So see, you are from IIT Delhi. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And what is your so great motivation to leave the field engineering which you choose to study and then move towards the forest?
Sir, actually, I wanted, my father is a public servant, so I am inspired by him. So I wanted to be like him, like serve people and that. So IFoS provides a platform to partnership with the people. Along with that, my graduation subject, which is civil engineering, and also my optional subject, which is forestry, that may help in the forest rejuvenation and various projects construction in the forest. So it will help in the overall development of the forest. And sir, third would be like in services like forest services, we get to leadership position where we can make impact. We can take impact making decisions at very young age, like around 8 to 10 years of career progression. However, if we go in like corporate jobs, then the decision making usually comes late. We cannot make that much of an impact in an early age. So I think that would be the reason, sir.
Tell me, Satyam, what is the service of your father?
He's a deputy commissioner in NRLM.
NRLM is
National Rural Livelihood Mission, sir.
Okay. So you are interested in taking the IAS examination as well?
Yes, sir. I have taken IAS examination.
Suppose you get selected there, will you leave the forest rejuvenation ideals you have in your mind and just told me?
Sir, I will have to think about that. But in civil services also there is public decision making and also impactful impact that I can make. So right now I have not thought about it. So I think I will continue with the forest service.
Okay, I'll talk to you later on this issue. So you've done some work in landslide susceptibility mapping.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there's a particular mode on Kalka or rather Chandigarh Shimla Road, which is called Chakki Mode. And this was the subject of heavy landslides 2 years back. And the road was blocked for many days. It opened and again landslide, again blocked. So what is the reason in this area, Shivalik mountains, that landslide happens again and again repeatedly at the same spot?
Sir, first of all, there is this geographical reason because the mountain have very steep slopes. So the soil stability is a factor, and due to the rainfall or snow melt which happens in these mountainous areas or the river flow, the soil is continuously saturated. So that's why the pore water pressure in the soil builds up, and that is the major factor which leads to the loss in shear strength of the soil. and due to this reason, the landslide happens. So I think this is the reason that majority of the landslides happen in areas where there is excess pore water pressure, be it in Himalayas or in Western Ghats. This is the main reason.
Okay. So how do you rejuvenate a forest which has just been destroyed by wildfire?
Sir, first of all, we have to take the assessment of the region for the spread of the wildfire. We have to investigate the species that were already present, and after that, we can grow some fire-resistant trees. I think I'm not sure about this, but I think Tectona grandis is relatively fire prone, so we can grow such species in these regions. Also, we have to avoid the trees such as pine, which contains huge amount of resin, which act as forest fires, and we can also increase grass cover in those regions because the main biomass material of the grasses, they lie in the roots underground. So after forest fire, their upper part is burned, they can regenerate quickly to hold the soil cover. So I think these native grasses and fire resistant trees can be grown using
Okay.
appropriate.
Okay, one last question. This forest is a pine forest, right? So once the pine forest is destroyed,
Okay, sir.
and you don't want to plant pine, which other species will you plant there?
Sir, in those regions where pine are grown, I think broadleaf deciduous forest like oak, like broadleaf oak, can be planted, which is relatively fire resistant than the pine and has same ecological requirements as the pine in at that elevation.
Okay, over to Srikanth.
What are the critical issues involved in the Indian forestry system?
Sir, issues like we are doing plantation, but post survival is not implemented on that scale. So first reason is that, and then there have been issues like poaching of animals or human wildlife conflict also due to either forest fringes communities dwelling in the forest for grazing their cattle or animals going on the fringes, so which creates this situation which leads to human wildlife attack conflicts. So this is the second reason our forests are facing. Also, we have like illegal timber lopping and illegal sand mining in the areas, in the forest areas, because often a forest ranger has to cover a huge tract of forest, around I guess 500 to 1000 hectares acre, sorry. So the supervision is comparatively bleak. So that's why these issues are happening. And apart from that, like uh, animal smuggling, animal part smuggling is also a thing that our forest department faces as issues.
How can you increase supervision using modern technology?
Sir, we can deploy drones for surveillance. We can we can deploy heat sensors for thermal mapping of various organisms, and we can also use camera traps which are embedded with AI for recognition of the for recognition of animals as well as humans, so that we can keep a track of who is entering the forest or who or whether there has been a human wildlife conflict or not. Apart from that, we can use geofencing models for restricting for geotagging the coordinates of the trees, so that to like prepare a proper forest boundary so that any trespassing is detected early and appropriate actions can be taken.
What do you mean by embedding AI in the camera?
Sorry, sir. I meant we have to take pictures with the camera, and then we have to we can use AI and machine learning to sort the video, or to we can develop models with which we can simulate or sort the forest officials and animal species.
What is the use of AI or a technology in general? When we say AI and a technology, what is the use of that technology?
Sir, artificial intelligence as a technology is used to like replicate or replicate human intelligence, so that the work which we do manually, it can be comparatively lowered at a scale. For example, like we can use AI, like machine learning can be used to track patterns or generate text, or various other use cases. Like AI can be used in medical treatment for diagnosis of diseases through pattern identification. AI can be used in like forest biomass assessment by modeling the various silvicultural system and their impact on the ecology or environment of the region. Also, AI can be used to simulate, to provide training rounds for various personals in our country, including forest officials or for armed professionals. And AI can also be used to
Are you using any of the models in your study or any other activities?
Sir, I have been using like ChatGPT and Gemini or Perplexity models for gathering information.
Okay, what is the difference between Perplexity model and the ChatGPT?
Sir, from my limited knowledge, I know that ChatGPT is a large language model which compiles, which undertakes studies and undertakes it can gather information from various sources, and then according to the keyword that we provide, it understands our demands and then presents us the information or the relevant figures we need. And Perplexity, so Perplexity is it is a model that integrates various large language models. It also includes ChatGPT under it, and various other models like Claude or other large language models of AI. So it is like a suite which has a combination of large language models which we can use alternatively as per our requirement.
Yeah. You tell me, what do you mean by orange economy? Have any heard about it?
Is like the economy which is built on social media platforms like influencers or anything which can be used to generate employment using social media.
Okay. My last question. You are a forest officer posted in a deciduous forest, and you encounter a huge forest fire. And what will you do at that moment?
Forest officer, I have to first of all alert the forest department as well as the fire department, so that requisite steps can be taken to immediately contain the fire. Apart from that, I have to issue like alerts. Often we like forest officers receive alerts during forest fires from the Veer satellite is there, so they receive alerts. So we have to convey the information to the forest dwelling community so that they can be protected from the forest fire. Apart from that, we have to take immediate steps like we have to deploy tools to contain the fire, and after the fire has taken, we have to assess the cause of the fire and then take immediate measures to stop it. Also, we can use CAMPA funds to reforest the area which has been damaged by forest fires.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Satyam, good to see you, Satyam.
Good morning, ma'am.
Satyam, how do you see a civil engineer can transform the society and the nation?
Ma'am, actually, civil engineers are required for construction of various buildings or civil engineering infrastructure like bridges or bridges or dams. Any engineering any structural materials are designed, planned, and constructed by civil engineers. So this is the first purpose of the civil engineer, and civil engineers have to also see the post maintenance of the building. Also, we have to implement various safeguards regarding the developmental procedures that is going on, like incorporating the green building norms, or various technologies that are coming up. So we have to incorporate those also, keeping in mind the developmental criteria or vision of the nation.
Satyam, as your name suggests, can you just scale your honesty from 1 to 5?
About 4.
So what makes you stand 4 and not 5?
Ma'am, because sometimes I may have said something and the situation may change afterwards. So to account for that, I may have to give me 4.
Okay. So what is your weakness, Satyam?
Ma'am, my weakness would be like there is a issue of time management with me, but I'm working on that. And second would be like I dwell too much on a topic when I'm studying, too deeper, and then the con is of that is like I'm not able to retain that much of information which I have read. So I'm trying to limit myself to control myself to while reading something.
Okay, Satyam, what do you know about ES? Do you think it's necessary?
Sorry, ma'am?
ES is it? Eco-sensitive zone. Eco-sensitive zone. Do you think it is necessary, and why the governments are not complying with it?
Ma'am, eco-sensitive zones are the buffer zones around the national parks and sanctuaries. So according to me, they have to be they have to be created around the buffer zones to contain the economic shocks that the forest or wildlife may face. But there are various structural reasons or inherent issues in the implementation. The primary reason is that there are forest dwelling communities. Their rights come in conflict with those of the conservation rights of the forest or the wildlife. So that is the primary reason that some governments are not able to enforce this decision of the Supreme Court.
So what do you think Satyam can bring something different in the forest conservation and management?
Ma'am, a proper stakeholder analysis needs to be done, and with that, what we can do is that we can engage the communities in voluntary relocation of them from the eco-sensitive zones. We have to first build rapport with them so that they get convinced to relocate. Otherwise, if they are not, if they have already lived in forest for past say 75 years or 100 years, then we understand that the relocation would be difficult. So we have to reach a balanced ground so that we can like convince them to for voluntary relocation. But if they are not willing, then we can like Forest Rights Act enables them to provide like they can live there according to Forest Rights Act. So I think this will be my course of action.
The last question is, there is a human-wildlife conflict because of the agriculture area very nearby, and there is a wild elephants coming and creating a problem in the field. So what kind of situation or what kind of approach would you have in that situation?
So, ma'am, first we have to identify the primary reasons why elephants are coming in the fields. Often it is only due to that forest do not have enough resources to support them. So due to their foraging habit, they come in the fields and forage on the grasses or sugarcane fields. So first we have to maintain that adequate forest grasses, and what is edible to them is available in the forest. Several water holes are prepared for them so that they can remain in the forest. And then we can also take measures like we can on the boundary of the fields we can plant crops like ginger or chilies, which they do not like naturally. So that will prevent them from entering deep into the agricultural fields, and they may be reverted back to the forest. Apart from that, we have to take adequate measures to provide a corridor for them, because elephants are naturally migrating animals, so they would be migrating from one place to another. So we have to ensure that there are various underpasses in the forest or overpasses, so which they can utilize while crossing the various regions.
Thank you, Satyam. Thank you so much, you, sir.
Thank you, Madhuri. So Satyam Shivam Sundaram. You have to succeed.
Sir. Yes.
You have to succeed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have.
Okay, wish you the best.